second or third time. I don't know which call this is for you. However, we want to invite you to get a notepad and a pen and take. It's giving you an opportunity to change your life, but it's up to you. You know, we are just presenting the information. It's up to you to apply the information. This evening, our presenter is Mr. Kimral Ali. Mr. Kimral Ali has been with the OneLife network since 2017. He is an Emerald consultant, which means that he has helped a lot of other persons to change their circumstances by introducing them to this business. Mr. Kimral Ali is also the father of 5 beautiful girls. He has a lot of experience in homework, so he could do a very good job at presenting the information to you all tonight. I know he's also quarantined with those 5 daughters. So he is going to do an excellent job at, taking us through this presentation tonight. He does this business along with his wife also, Kavel Ali. So I want to just give Mr. Kimral Ali an opportunity to, well, his screen is already shared, but to deliver that information to us tonight. Kimral Ali, the call is over to you. Are you there?
Are you hearing me?
Yes. I have to correct myself. I know you recently married one of those, not married, but you gave away one of your daughters. So you're quarantined with 4 girls.
That's correct, yes. All right. Well, a pleasant good night to each and every one of you. It's so good to be with you tonight for this evening's presentation. We are in for a treat tonight because there's so much that is happening around us financially, the markets, so many things taking place that we could become confused with what is taking place. But tonight I want to be able to share and illuminate some of the stuff that's happening and just bring some clarity tonight to what is going on. Now, I am going to turn off my video. So what's going to happen is you will not be able to see me, but you're going to be seeing my slides, and I'm just going to be taking it from there. Now, tonight we're going to be having a discussion on money, and I hope that's not a problem because we all need money to survive. But before we go there, I want to discuss this whole coronavirus thing that we quarantined regarding. Now you're going to see 3 different bits of information here. The last time I presented was a week ago. So a week ago, this was the figures. But 2 weeks ago, this was the figures. I like trends, so it's good to see what is happening worldwide. So 2 weeks ago, we had 1.9 million, then 2.4, and now we're at 2.9. This is the deaths figure worldwide. So you can see that there is some sort of like a steady increase, 50,000 here, 50,000 here. So basically, this is what's happening around the globe. Different countries are being affected in different ways. You know what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago. But let's take this whole thing in a global perspective. How has this affected us in the markets segment? So look at this. The stock market is being hit ridiculously. For those of you who do trading on the stock markets, you know it's a really crazy time right now. But look at what happened with the oil prices. Now, for those of you who have been paying attention, and I think it's all of us, we know that a couple of days ago, the oil price went below 0. Below 0. What that mean? That was like ridiculous stuff to see that is taking place. So what that literally meant is that people were paying folks to hold back their oil, and that is what's happening right now. So we are seeing all of this taking place in our financial markets, in our oil sector. You know, Trinidad and Tobago is heavily dependent on oil, and we do our our benchmarking. We do have everything based on the oil prices. So how is that going to affect us and our future? Well, I will not go too deep into that aspect as yet, but I want to take things in a certain in a certain direction. So slowly follow with me, especially those who are guests this evening. Just follow with me, and you'll understand that that which I just presented has a bearing on what we are about to talk about next. Now, the reason we could have this discussion tonight is because the internet has literally changed the world. And you know that you've heard so many rumors and different things regarding why we are here today. But literally, because of the internet, we are having this Zoom call tonight. Normally, we would have been in a room. We would meet every Monday, every Thursday at the Mandela Hall. But now we are meeting every night via this method because of the internet. We are able to see each other, we are able to talk, and we're able to do this for free. All you need is internet. That's it. All you need is an internet connection, and we are able to meet like this. What about phone calls? I'm sure many of you made WhatsApp phone calls or video calls for the day. And why is that possible? Because of the internet. Now, the internet has changed many things around us. The question is, how has it changed? How has it changed our money? So I want you to please look at this video, because so much is happening across the globe with respect to money. And the next question that I want you to keep in the back of your mind is, what is happening to us in Trinidad and Tobago with respect to our money?
If so, how often and for what? Could you imagine a society without any cash? Well, you will soon be seeing one. Sweden is predicted to become the world's first cashless society by March 2023. By then, cash will no longer be used as a means of payment in Sweden. Sweden has long been open to embracing new technologies, and its financial system is no exception.
Okay, so the video quality is coming in very poorly. You probably try sharing the computer audio. I don't know if that would help.
Okay, I think I did that, but that's okay.
1660.
We don't need the video. We could move on. So basically, what that video was just telling us is that Sweden has gone cashless, totally cashless, ladies and gentlemen. What that means is they have taken things in a whole different direction. My question to us tonight is, what have we done in Trinidad and Tobago? Well, we know what has been done. Last year, around December, we made a total move from this old $100 bill, the cotton notes, to the new $100 bill, the polymer notes. Now, this shift took place, and from January this year, these old bills were no longer usable. Now, the thing about it is, we made this shift, but you don't realize that this shift had a bearing on the way that we make payments. And what I want you to remember a term that I'm going to use tonight, because I recognize that many people who live daily on their daily business, their daily lives, do not understand what I mean by the buying power. The buying power of your old $100 bill was greater than the buying power of this $100 bill. So even though they are both $100 bills, you could have gotten more stuff last year with $100, this one, than you can this year with this new $100 bill. So let me prove it to you. Look what happened as of January. As soon as this new note went into effect, the 4th of January, you notice that the Supermarket Association put up price increases. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that even though you have a new $100 bill, you can purchase less goods and services. So simply put, we were better off here. We were better off here with these cotton notes, because now we have these nice new smelling notes, but you get less stuff in the groceries. Now, there are many reasons for this, but I'm just going to speak about a couple. The first is that we started to print dollars at will. We don't even know how many dollars were printed and dumped onto the market. Now, because of that supply that has been put onto the market, it has caused a valuation. It means that there's internally, we have a buying power of our dollar that is much, much less. Look at this. Republic Bank has lowered its maximum US dollar spending limit on credit cards to 12,000 US. It has lowered from 15,000 US per billing cycle to 12,000 US dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, there is something that is happening around us that if we do not pay attention to it, we will find ourselves, I'm talking about we as individuals, not, yes, forget the country for a moment, but we as individuals need to protect the money that we are working for. And that's why we are having this discussion tonight. Now, let's talk about the evolution of currency. Money as we know it came from somewhere. Many of us grew up in the whole era of cash, but many years ago there wasn't cash. We had what is called the bartering system. What does barter mean? It means trade. So basically, I will bring what I have to exchange it for what you have. So if I have sugar and you have chicken, I want chicken, and you want my sugar. The problem with bartering was how much sugar equals a chicken. So we moved from the bartering system to something that was easier to work with, silver and gold. But that too presented problems. Now, I wouldn't go into all the problems, but I want to know one of the major problems. It's this: people were stealing gold at will. Now, when someone steals your gold, here's the thing: how did you prove that that was yours? Did you have a stamp on it? Did you have your name written on it? That is a problem. So what happened was we looked for a solution, and that is what we do as a people. We always look for a solution to the problems that we are in. So I wouldn't talk about today's problems just yet. Let's talk about the solutions that we brought to the table regarding these gold coins. The solution was to look for a safe place to put these gold coins. And we know what that safe place is. It was the lovely banks, ladies and gentlemen. So when we put our gold in the banks then gave us paper currency to match the amount of gold that we deposited. So simply put, back then, our paper currency was backed by gold. But not today, ladies and gentlemen. Our paper currency is not backed by gold. In fact, right now, they keep printing paper currency. Paper keeps being printed onto the market. And that is the problem, too much supply. Look what is happening right now. We have these plastics that are on the that have been introduced, but all of these plastics are still tied back to fiat currency. This cash is called fiat currency. This is another term you need to remember. So when I talk about fiat, we're talking about printed paper currency. So we have these plastics that we are working with, but it's tied back to this fiat currency that's in the bank. We also have digital systems like Apple Pay and PayPal, but it is all tied back to the paper currency or the fiat currency that is in the bank. What we want to introduce you to tonight is cryptocurrency. It's a big word, yes, but cryptocurrency is digital currency, and we need to understand the difference between a digital currency and these digital systems. Now, you would have heard that in Sweden, they have gone fully digital, meaning they are not using cash for payments. So basically what they have done is they have gone to digitalize the systems. Now they are speaking of a digital currency for Sweden. And that is the next move, that they are moving towards a digital currency. Now, what we want to speak to you about is a global cryptocurrency and not just a digital currency for your immediate market. Now, we have a problem here in Trinidad and Tobago. Our lovely TT dollar can only be used where? In Trinidad and Tobago. But we want to talk about cryptocurrency where we can use it in every part of the world. So, what is cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are protocols that allow for the validation of transactions without the need of a third party, such as banks, credit card companies, or escrow agents. So let me ask you a question. If we are talking about we are able to do transactions without the banks, do you think the banks are going to like us? What do you think? I think the answer to that is no. Now, look at this down here. The value of digital currencies depends on supply and demand. Therefore, they are often compared to gold. Hence, they are called virtual gold. The more a cryptocurrency is used, the more its demand and value rises. So this is very important because you're going to see that the cryptocurrency of choice that we're going to be speaking about tonight, which is OneCoin, you're going to notice that this cryptocurrency has risen in value. Why? Because of the demand and supply factor. The more a cryptocurrency is used, the more its demand and the value rises. OneCoin has just risen in value when other cryptocurrencies have just dropped in value, when the oil has dropped, when different markets are dropping and being affected. That did not affect us. And that is very important to understand because our cryptocurrency has its own market. So, what then undergirds this cryptocurrency? This system, this technology that we need to be aware of is called the blockchain. Now, I'm not going to go too detailed in it, but you need to be aware of the blockchain because it is a digital technology that records and verifies all of your transactions. The blockchain's ledger can track and trace anything of value. This is very important because the banking sector, what is it that they really do for us, ladies and gentlemen? The banks, they record and verifies all your transactions. That's it. Nothing else. The banks don't give you no interest. 0.00 something percent of an interest. When they take out their fees, your money is always less and less and less every time you check the balance. All the banks are doing is recording and verifying your transactions at a very high fee. However, the blockchain can do what the banks are doing, and it's not costly like the banks. Therefore, the world is moving towards blockchain instead of the banking sector. And this is important for you to understand because you need to protect yourself from your money losing the value that it has been losing. Not only that, but it is safer because it eliminates any attempts of fraud, duplicity, and forgery. And certainly we can attest to the fact that in the banking sector, there is fraud, duplicity, and forgery taking place every single day. So that is why the blockchain is here. Now, before we go further, I must talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that came on the market. Many of you probably are aware of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin really started 11 years ago, back in 2009. Back here, you could have gotten a Bitcoin for 10 cents. 10 cents US dollars. 10 cents. Now, many people call it a scam. They call it all sorts of ridiculous names. I'm talking about even the IMF. I'm talking about the financial gurus. They said this thing is going to crash. It's a scam. It's for you to lose money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your 10 cents here in 2009, today, it has a value of over 6,000 US dollars. Over 6,000 US dollars. What does that mean? It means that whoever back here decided to take a chance, they are millionaires today. Why? Because they protected themselves from inflation. Now, if you had kept $100 back here and converted it or bought some Bitcoins back in 2009, 100 US would have given you 1,000 Bitcoins. 1,000 Bitcoins today times 6,000, that's 6 million US dollars. That is unheard of. That is ridiculous, you may say, for those who don't understand what's going on. In 11 years, your 100 US dollars was protected from inflation versus if you had kept that $100 in the bank or the credit union, where where your money would have probably disintegrated by now. Isn't that true? Well, this is what happened to Bitcoin, but there are some problems with Bitcoin that we want to discuss tonight because we are introducing you to OneCoin. I'm not going to go into all of these points, but I just want you to know a couple. Firstly, Bitcoin is anonymous. That is one of the major issues that they have with Bitcoin. It means that any transaction you do using Bitcoin, you don't necessarily know who the end users are. So they are using Bitcoins to finance terrorism and all sorts of illegal activities. But OneCoin is the first cryptocurrency that has KYC on its blockchain. What is KYC? It means know your customer. What this means is that every single person that begins here must upload a photo ID of themselves as well as proof of address. What that means is that we know who the individuals are that are transacting business using OneCoins. Now, this is very important because this affects many other aspects of life. Look at this down here. Because it is anonymous, look at this, 22% of Bitcoins have been lost or stolen. What that means by being lost or stolen is that hackers are literally having a field day with Bitcoins. So what that means is when you lose your Bitcoins, who do you report it to? If someone loses their Bitcoins and it was anonymous, how do you prove? How do you prove that that was yours in the first place? It's lost. That's why hackers are making their name with Bitcoin right now. However, OneCoin, our coins are secured on centralized servers, and our coins have KYC attached to it, which means that we know who the individuals are. And as a result, we have fixed a lot of the problems that the world is having and experiencing with Bitcoin today. Another problem we have with Bitcoin is that it is very volatile. Volatile means that the value goes up one day and down the next, up one day and down the next. So even though it has ultimately risen over time, the fact is it is not a stable currency, so that people will not use it. Merchants will not want to accept a currency that is up one day and down the next day. However, OneCoin, ladies and gentlemen, is a stable cryptocurrency. And that's why we have merchants and persons all over the world that are using OneCoin as a currency for payments. This, ladies and gentlemen, deserves a round of applause. And I know if we were in a room, I would be here everybody clapping and making noise for this, because OneCoin can literally be used to purchase goods and services in over 190 different countries. Now, what is our mission? OneLife Network's mission is to enable a global community of web users to take active part in using and improving new cutting-edge digital products and services. You know, ladies and gentlemen, because of this lockdown that we're in, so many people who have told me, I'm not going and do digital banking, I'm not going and sign up for it, I'm not going and do XYZ. Because of this lockdown, they have been forced to learn digital mechanisms, to learn how to use their phones, to learn how to use Zoom, to learn how to use Facebook, to learn how to do digital transfers from their banking accounts. Why? Because of social distancing. And that is what is happening. So what we are showing you is that we have started this process 2015, where we have people that are web users. We are part of this cutting edge revolution that has taken place worldwide, and the aim of this company is to increase the quality of life of every single member that is a part of their one ecosystem. That is the goal, to improve our quality of life. And I can certainly say and attest to the fact that my quality of life has improved since I've been a part of this ecosystem. Now, what do I mean by an ecosystem? An ecosystem means that I have usability in different aspects. So let me show you. We have the OneLife network. This is the network of individuals that have their coins. But then we have the One Academy, because this is where it all begins. If you don't have the education, then everything else does not matter. You need education to know how to do trading. You need the education to know what to do with your coins. You need the education to know how to do fund transfers. You need your education to know about your wallets and the exchange that is about to come. You need your education to know about the DealShaker platform so that you can know where you can purchase goods and services. The education is the most important thing. So tonight, we are not selling you coins. What we are selling is education on cryptocurrency and finance. You need that in order to survive in the world that we are heading into. I make no bones about it, that the world that we're a part of is heading in a particular direction. And if you do not have the education, you are going to be left behind. So let's talk about this DealShaker platform a little bit. This DealShaker platform is similar to like Amazon. If you go on Amazon, you're going to see things that you may like and may want to purchase. Like myself, I see stuff on Amazon that I like to purchase. But the thing is, I cannot purchase anything on Amazon. You know why? Because I do not have a credit card. Now, how do I get to purchase something on Amazon? I go by my brother. I ask him, hey, can I use your credit card? He says, all right. So he makes the purchase for me, and then I pay him in fiat currency. What am I saying? Ladies and gentlemen, anybody that wants to make a purchase on DealShaker, how do you make it? You only use your OneCoins. Your OneCoins can be used to purchase goods and services on DealShaker. But if you do not have OneCoins, where do you go? You go to someone who has it, and then you pay them for using their coins. Similarly to what I just explained regarding my brother and Amazon. Now, what I want to show you is the wonderful products and services in Trinidad and Tobago that you could purchase using OneCoins, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I first saw this back in 2016, it was just a dream. It was somebody telling me about the future, that we'll be one day able to purchase goods and services. You who are watching this tonight, you are watching it at a stage where you can literally purchase goods and services right now. So what you are seeing is the real deal. What I saw was a pie in the sky. Yet I decided that this made sense. I had the vision and the foresight to make a decision to get involved back in 2016. Now, you are here in 2020. You are seeing this before you, and you have a decision to make as well. So take a look at this. This is what? Barbecue chicken. It looks so tasty. Mr. Q barbecue. I wish I can have some right now because I cannot barbecue chicken like this guy. And this is what's happening right now in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at this. Oh, yummy doubles. I know some of you right now, this mouth watering doubles. I think King James and his wife, I think Patrice made some doubles the other day, and it was looking a little better than this. I'm not too sure how it tasted, but the point is, you can get doubles using OneCoins, ladies and gentlemen. That is the point. Look at this. This is my home. This AC unit here, I purchased using OneCoins. What about this? This is an iron, a steam iron, electric iron that the children mashed up, so I was able to purchase one using OneCoin. So let me show you how this works. Look here. You may ask, what is the cost for this? Look, the cost here, 2.5 OneCoins. This is how we do business using ones. However, you want to be able to convert this to know what the value is in TT dollars. So this is how it works. Down here, one coin is equal to $20.65 euro. So at the point in time when I made this purchase, the value of one coin was $20.65. So it's simple maths. 2065 times 2.5 will give you a value, and that will give you the euro value of this. And then you just multiply it by whatever the rate is for TT. If it's 8 to 1, you multiply by 8 and you will get the TT value for this iron. And that's how simple it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we do things based on the coins. So take a look at this. This here, this is a deal coupon. What this means is that I have actually already purchased this. This was purchased last year on the 1st of October. This is my doctor in Freeport. She accepted coins for a doctor's visit. So let's explain this to you very clearly. Back here in October last year, the value of one coin was $29.95. Now, please listen to me carefully so you can understand what I'm saying. The value of one coin here was €29.95 for one. I'm going to round it up to €30 for simple ease of calculation. €30 for one. Now, if you look at this, the coupon value is 1.26 coins. What that means is 1.26 times €30 will give you 37.5 euros. So the value of this doctor's visit is 37.5 euros. When you multiply that by 8, it works up to around 300 TT dollars. It means to say, I could have either paid her in fiat currency, 300 TT dollars, or in coins, 1.26 coins. It's the same value as the visit. Here's the difference. If I paid her in fiat currency, 300 TT dollars, that 300 TT dollars today has less buying power than this 1.26 coins today. I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. It means that $300 can buy less goods and services today in 2020 than this 1.26 coins. Why? Because the value of one coin has since gone up. It is no longer €30. In fact, today, the value of one coin is $42 euro, 42.43 to be exact. But let's round it off at 42 euros. What that means is she can buy more goods and services with this rather than 300 TT dollars today. Wow. That makes a whole lot of sense for her, and it makes a whole lot of sense for me because of when I got my coins and decided to now spend it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, whoever invited you on this call, if you don't understand, you may not be able to understand everything tonight, but I guarantee you that whoever invited you will be able to explain this further. But I want to take things a little bit further. Look at this. I bought a home. So I not only can do doctor visits, but look at this. I bought a 3-bedroom house in Suriname using OneCoins. Look at this, 5,300 coins for this home, ladies and gentlemen. So the thing about it is, even though you may say this operates like Amazon, it does, but on a greater level, because not only can you buy simple little things, but you can buy other wonderful items like houses, land, and even vehicles. Look at this. This vehicle, a lovely BMW here. Look at this. 2,895 coins. This was the value of the vehicle. This is the amount of coins that you would have had to pay for the vehicle back when one coin was $20.65 euro for one. But 3 months later, the value of one coin went up. So when the value went up, it means that the amount of coins you now have to pay for the same vehicle is less. So instead of $28.95, look at this. You now have to pay 2,200 coins for the same vehicle. Why? Because one coin is now valued at $26.85. And it means to say, as the value goes up, you continue to pay less for the same vehicle because it works out in value to the same value of whatever that vehicle is, whether it's 500,000, 600,000, whatever it works up to. The point is you now pay less coins because your coins have greater value as time progresses, as opposed to if you had to pay for this vehicle using fiat currency. You always have to find more fiat currency for the same vehicle every 6 months or every year. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the key to why this business continues to progress and continues to grow so rapidly. Now, look at this. I showed you this earlier, but this is it graphically. The value of OneCoin continues to go up. So we started in 2015 at 50 cents euro, but it went up to today. It's not 29.95. Today it's 42.43. I need to update this slide. I keep saying so, but I need to put 42.43 right up there in that corner so you can know that we are seeing a giant move that is taking place in the OneCoin segment than the rest of the world. The rest of the world is seeing the opposite to what we are seeing internally. Someone asked me the question, why is that? Why is it that Bitcoin dropped? Why is it that other cryptocurrencies dropped? Why is it that the oil sector dropped, but OneCoin's value rose? And the reason for that is because of the ecosystem. It means that we have an internal system where we can use our coins. And this is important for us to understand. It's the internal market, not the external market, that affects us because we do not operate based on an exchange. If we were based on an exchange, then the value of OneCoin will be fluctuating because people will be buying and selling their OneCoins on an open market. And it means to say that the external forces will affect us internally. But because we are not based on those type of regimes, because we are not based on a stock market situation, we have an internal regulation. And that is very important to understand, that our value will continue to rise because the merchants and the persons within, they understand this internal ecosystem and the value that is placed inside. So tonight, I'm encouraging all of you on this call to learn today so that you can lead tomorrow. I am encouraging you tonight. I want you to learn today so that you can lead tomorrow. You need to learn this education. You need to learn this cryptocurrency thing that I am speaking to you about tonight. So that, take a look at this. What is happening is that you purchase different educational packages, and it's all based on what you can afford. Look at these. There are various packages that we have here, from the starter package going right up to the initial launch pack. Now take a look at this. The starter package is 1,600, but right now we have a promotion going on that you're going to get 25% off on all these things. So literally you're going to be getting some, you should be able to get these packages much cheaper than these prices that I'm quoting here. But don't worry about the prices. The person who invited you on the call, they will explain all this to you. But the point I want you to note is this: we do not sell coins. What we sell is educational packages. So you purchase whichever level of educational package that you can afford. It's called your One Academy package. Each package gives you the education, but it also gives you free promotional tokens. Look at it here, free tokens. With these free tokens, you participate in one or more splits. And after these tokens and your token splits, a split just means it doubles. And if you just have one split, it doubles once. But if you have more than one split, then it will double accordingly. Afterwards, you will end up getting your coins after these tokens have been mined. After the mining process, you get the coins. So the person who invited you on this call, they will explain the mining process. But the point is, you need the education in order to understand what we're speaking about. So tonight, what we are selling, we're not selling coins. We want you to understand cryptocurrency. If you do not understand it, you will be left behind. I've been telling people this for years, since 2016. And look at this thing continues to grow. Bitcoin has been around since 2009. And yet many people didn't understand and continue to call the thing a scam. but look at what's happening. I want you to see this video. Whoever, please let me know if this video is playing clearly. But I want you to please take a look at this video, because this video is literally telling us what's happening here in Trinidad and Tobago. Take a look at this.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you this evening, but there are many matters of state I have to attend to. I would have liked to be with you. I'm very happy to be associated with the launch of the FinTech Association of Trinidad and Tobago, and it's designed to promote, educate, collaborate in the use of digital technology and financial services. Now, we in the government are already pushing in this direction. In the Attorney General's department, they are already moving swiftly to remove the use of cash in payments at departments such as the Registrar General's Office, Ministry of Companies, and so on. Soon this will be implemented at the licensing office, also there's a plan to do it at the Inland Revenue and at the Treasury. TTIFC, who is the brain behind all of this, is already attracting investors from overseas, talent from overseas to come and set up shop in Trinidad and Tobago, to use Trinidad and Tobago as a base to spread the use of technology and financial services. This association, I'm told, is a collaborative effort between the public sector, the private sector, the regulatory agencies, so the commercial banks will be involved. TTIFC is the sponsor of everything, so they will drive the process until the private sector is ready to take it over. I'm told that TTIFC is very enthused by what it's see in terms of the interest in Trinidad and Tobago. Several of our banks are already moving away.
So literally, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to get to you tonight is that he keeps saying that he's told. He's been told this, he's been told that. What I'm saying is that he knows nothing. He's uneducated. He does not have the education. If they had the education, they would not have gone from cotton notes to polymer notes. They would have moved directly into digitalization, into us not using cash anymore. But instead, they have gone in literally, it's to fill their own pockets. I have no qualms about it. But the point is, right now they're talking about digitalization. After they've moved from cotton, spent all the taxpayers' dollars and gone to polymer notes, now they want to go into another stream, into another direction. It means that they were not listening. It means that they were not paying attention to what is happening across the globe. Anyhow, this is what's happening now across the globe. Lagarde, she sees a demand for stable coins and plans to put the ECB ahead of the curve. Who is Lagarde? Lagarde is the new European Central Bank, the ECB president, Christine Lagarde, and she talked about her digital currency plans. But take a look at this down here. Her personal conviction is that given the developments we are seeing, not so much in the Bitcoin segment, but in the stable coins projects, we had better be ahead of the curve if that happens, because there is clearly a demand out there that we have to respond to. So the question is, what stable coins are she talking about? And you can see here that she's not too taken up with what's happening with Bitcoin. The stable coins she's referring to, look at this. Regarding stable coins, she noted we only know of one at the moment. One stable coin at the moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I only know of one also. And that one is OneCoin. So tonight, I want to encourage all of you who are on this call to be a part of this revolution. Why? Because your TT dollar continues to lose buying power month after month, day after day, second after second. Next year, your grocery cart is going to look less than this because of the buying power. But that not so with your OneCoins. Your OneCoins will give you this amount today, but this is the amount it's going to produce next year. So I'm encouraging you tonight, get back to whoever invited you, because we are a part of a revolution. We are a part of a global financial education project And we want to ensure that the world is a part of it, that the world understands what has taken place, because there's some huge things happening in the cryptocurrency market, especially OneCoin, and you need to understand it and be a part of it. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. I turn you back over to our host. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamalali. Wow, that was a very informing presentation, a lot of education compacted into one presentation there. And when I'm looking at these presentations, I've seen way over 100 presentations. And when I'm listening, I try to listen as that individual who might be listening for the first time. I say, let me listen and see if this makes any sense at all, because you get accustomed hearing it. Yes, we know the education, we know the information, and we're already in. So I asked myself, would this make sense to someone who is new? And what I'm hearing tonight is that there is going to be a global financial revolution. And what that means is that money is changing its face again, as we have seen by the presentation tonight, that money has always been changing. And once again, it's changing its face. And it's important for me to become educated on what's happening and where we are going. And that's what we heard from the presentation tonight. This business, or this opportunity, OneLife, is saying, become educated, purchase an educational package, become educated, and then we are giving you free tokens, which in turn becomes money, free coins that you could utilize on a platform that's working. And to me, as someone listening for the first time, I would say yes. And not only just to use the money, but to avoid my money from losing value, because that's what we experience. We see it plain in our face. We see what's happening. And from the presentation tonight, you see that the people that are leading us, they are not really educated. They are on show. And as one of our members said just now, they're using us as guinea pigs. So time for us to come out of that. Time for us to say yes, to take in charge of our own finances and our lives. And we have someone tonight who has done that. We have a gentleman by the name of Mr. Gregory Ford. I only know Gregory Ford because he joined this opportunity. He's part of our community. He is a math teacher, that's his profession. And what I admire about him is, as he interacts with the younger people, he tries to help them to understand what we are about, because they are the ones that will be the leaders tomorrow. So I want to ask Mr. Gregory Ford if he could please unmute his mic. It would be nice if he could open his video also, if that's appropriate at this time, and share with us, why did you say yes to this community? Why are you still around? Mr. Ford? Let me try and get his mic for him. Okay, admin, could you please unmute Gregory Ford's mic? And if we can't get Gregory Ford, we'll just give a few seconds for Mr. Ford. But if we can't get Gregory Ford, we don't want to keep you too long tonight, but there's a couple that I want to introduce. So let's just give him the opportunity. I must say two apologies. I know the presenter is probably not aware, but his screen, we could not really make out the words on the screen. We know that we're using technology. A lot more of us are using technology in different areas. And so I believe it could have been his internet connection, but these things happen. So I just want to apologize. And what I want to say is that you have the opportunity to come again tomorrow, please God. We'll be here again, same time. So you will be able to see the presentation again. So it looks as though I'm not going to hear from Mr. Gregory Ford tonight, at least. Maybe another night we will have the opportunity to hear from him. But we have a diamond couple. You hear us using all these gems. They are diamond consultants. Again, it just means that they would have helped a lot of individuals to become educated, to purchase packages, to get into their One Academy education, and to learn, to have that opportunity to change their lives. And we don't take what we do lightly, because we are helping people to take charge of their own lives. And this couple, you may have heard them on the midday calls. They are, really in charge of orchestrating those calls midday to help once again educate people to understand what we have. They have traveled the world, the globe extensively, taking this opportunity with them also. And I would like to invite them to just close us off, just share whatever on their heart right now, with us, Ivan and Michelle, Mark, I am couple, please, to close us off tonight.
Hi, good night. Good night, everyone. Hold on, I just went. You all seeing me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, the main point is to hear me.
Yes.
I just want to thank you for the opportunity and well done. A great presentation. Every time I hear it, Patrice, I'm like you. I get excited. I realize that we are in the right place and we are in the right direction, and that we are actually adding value and we are actually moving with technology and everything. The thing about it is people not realizing how serious it is. And amidst the COVID situation that we are in, we are seeing how Kimral just went through an extensive presentation to show how our money system is being changed. And I just would love if everybody just understand that. To me, once they understand that if it's operated in the same, at the same time, side by side, where we are right now, they will understand the value it is to them and their families about getting this information. So even though they may get tired of us saying it, people may have heard me before, they may have heard you, and they will continue hearing us, because guess what? 4 years ago, we knew nothing of cryptocurrency. We didn't understand certain things. And I would want to tell you that we all prophesied, because you would know that some things you would have said back then, 3 years, it's already here. And likewise, Mr. Ford, Donna, everybody would have said something. And we are really living to see it become a reality. So it's no longer coming, it's here. And I would really encourage everyone to get the education. I am from banking, I am from the insurance field. And if I didn't change my concept or change my mind and open my mind to understand, I wouldn't be talking so confident today. And I am really grateful to the Lord for bringing it my way. And I have joined a team of people, you, Patrice, and many others, that we really on a mission. And the mission is to add value one life at a time. And we know we are doing it because nightly we are seeing our presentations being heard further and further in different parts of the world, not only in Trinidad. Sometimes, as it is said, the prophet is never appreciated in his own land. That's okay. We will continue to talk. And when they are ready, we'll be ready for them. So thank you. Blessed night. Come on board, get the information, get the knowledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michelle. And when you hear from one, you hear from the two of them. So that's I am, Ivan and Michelle Mark. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, so we are, as you heard Michelle said, we are adding value to help change lives one individual at a time. So if that's you tonight, if you're on the call, you're hearing this for the very first time, open up your minds. Now, as we are all quarantined, and we're hearing that word over and over, but it is the reality. We can't fight it. It is the reality. But you could use that opportunity to research. Don't just hear what the presenter said. He did a very good presentation. He told you everything that we have to offer, but don't just leave it there. Go and research for yourself and come back with questions. Make it be a dialogue between you and the person who invited you. Because at the end of the day, we know what you don't know. And what you don't know would hurt you in this instance. So I just want to thank every one of you for participating on this call tonight as we close. Tomorrow, please God, we have our lunch and learn at 12 at midday. That's midday Trinidad time. If you are listening to this, because we are streaming live on YouTube and you are in some other parts of the world, you could Google our Trinidad time and just check to see the time difference, so you would know the appropriate time from where you are at. So please join us. We have presenters presenting on different topics every time we have the call, which is Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday. Wednesday, we have our international call, and then Thursday and Friday. So we invite you to join us tomorrow, please God. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. again, we are here with financial learning to change your circumstances now. Once again, I am Patrice James, Blue Diamond with the OneLife Network, saying good night. Have a blessed night all.